Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and today I have for you the first part in a series that I plan on doing. The series is about the Bible and the Christian Bible, and it's about why I reject the Bible. So why do I reject the Bible? Why do so many people accept it and I choose to reject it? Well, there's a lot of bad in the Bible, and I'll tell you about it right away. There's bad things in the Bible, very bad, very bad things in the Bible, and we all have to deal with the bad things in the Bible in our own way. We have to cope with having been exposed to the Bible and having read the Bible and the bad things that are in the Bible. So why do I reject the Bible? Why do I reject the God of the Bible summarily? Well, it starts with the Bible itself. It starts with the things that are in the Bible that just drive me bonkers. I just can't stand it. And today, what I have for you is Judges 19. Judges 19 is the subject of today's video. And this is from the Bible. It's a story. So once upon a time, there was a man with his concubine. And that's bad enough. That's bad enough for that a man has a concubine, that he doesn't keep her as his wife, that she's his concubine. So what does he do with his concubine? Well, he goes to a certain town and he stays in a room for the night. He stays in a room, and the men of the town gather around and ask him to send out his concubine, or they're going to kill them both. So he sends out his concubine, and they rape her all night long. They rape the concubine. And then in the morning, he sees his concubine raped to death. She's dead. And here's what he does next. Judges 19, verse 29. When he reached home, he took a knife and cut up his concubine limb by limb into 12 parts and sent them into all the areas of Israel. So he cuts his concubine into 12 parts and sends a part to each of the 12 tribes of Israel. And I'll tell you what that is. That is totally bogus thing to do. Now, we can't criticize the Bible just yet for that, but the fact that the Bible chose to report something like that it chose to tell this story of how this man sent 12 parts to the 12 tribes of Israel, is very telling. So what happens after that? Well, the 12 tribes of Israel each receive a part, and they find out that the tribe of Benjamin is responsible. The tribe of Benjamin is guilty of this crime against, it's not the whole tribe of Israel, but they single out, it's not the whole of Benjamin, but they single out Benjamin as it happened in Benjamin's tribe, that was members of Benjamin's tribe that did this. So they decide to punish them, so they have a war with them. And all the other 11 tribes of Israel make war on the 12th tribe of Israel, which is Benjamin. And they make war on Benjamin, and they kill so many men that Benjamin almost goes extinct. Benjamin is almost extinct. There's very few men left from Benjamin because they made war on them. So now the other 11 tribes of Israel feel sorry. They feel sorry that they made war on the tribe of Benjamin and killed so many men. So then they decide to allow to help Benjamin to survive, as a tribe, and to help them continue their seed so that they can propagate and stay a tribe of Israel. They allow the men of Benjamin to rape women. I'm not making this up. I'm not kidding you. They allow the tribe of Benjamin, the men of Benjamin, to rape a bunch of women. So they abduct a bunch of women from wherever they were living before. They abduct these women and they rape them. And this is the story of the Bible. Okay, so this story is not friendly at all. It's not child friendly, so you wouldn't want your children to read it. It's not woman friendly. It's definitely not woman friendly, because there's a bunch of women raped to death and raped by their abductors. And it's just plain not friendly. So what do we take away from the story? Well, we take away from the story that the Bible is very crooked. The Bible is very corrupt. And they think of ways to be more corrupt by the minute. They just are always thinking of ways in the Bible to be more corrupt. And this is the ultimate corruption that we find in the Bible. So many corrupt things. But it's not just stories that in the Bible that are corrupt. It's not just crooked stories that we find in the Bible of crooked people. We also find crooked verses. We find crooked verses in the Bible, and crooked stories and crooked verses, and things attributed to God that are crooked. So that will be the subject of future videos. But for now, I just want you to take away from this that the Bible has very many stories, and this is one of the worst. This is one of the worst stories in the Bible, but there's many more. And the corruption, the crookedness in the Bible is just where they cut women into pieces. That's just the way the Bible is. It's very crooked. Now, this story may have had a basis in Egyptian lore, because in Egyptian lore, way before they ever wrote this story about the concubine being cut into 12 pieces, they have the god Osiris cut into 14 pieces. And the 14 pieces are scattered all over Egypt. So it's a similar story, but this time they decided to have a woman be the victim. In the Bible, they decide a woman should be the victim, and so they cut up a woman into 12 pieces and send her to each of the 12 tribes of Israel. It's a horrible story, and you wouldn't find it anywhere except the Bible, because no one else would think that story was worthy of repeating. They would want to forget it as soon as possible, but the Bible preserves it. The Bible preserves this awful, horrible story. So that's my summary of my video today. I just wanted you to know that I reject the Bible, and that this is one of the reasons why I reject the Bible, because the people in it are so crooked. But it's not just the people, it's also the God of the Bible that's crooked, and that'll be the subject of future videos. So, stay safe, take care, and have a pleasant week.